The unemployment rate didn't go down for the right reasons. It went down because the numbers are declining in Flagler County.
Greg Blase, President and CEO of the Palm Coast Flagler Regional Chamber of Commerce, explaining the latest unemployment numbers for Flagler County are based on some unwanted circumstances. Karen Johnson has a full report.
After 3 months of being stagnant at 4.1%, Flagler County's unemployment rate declined to 3.9%, according to the April 2024 data release from Florida Commerce. Meanwhile, Florida's unemployment rate continued to increase slightly, ticking up to 3.3% in April of 2024.
What residents should know is that the unemployment rate has declined because of a reduction in the number of unemployed residents, also a reduction in the labor force, and a reduction in the number of employed residents.
Blase says the PCF Chamber expects job growth to gain steam and continue its positive momentum as we approach the summer travel season.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. We do expect hiring to pick back up in May, in June, in July. These are the peak travel tourism months for Flagler County, so we're expecting to see employment be added into the tourism and hospitality jobs and also retail jobs.
And emphasizes the drop in some of the important numbers isn't a reflection of staying in those negative categories for very long.
The other good news is that when you look at this, we're always a month behind on this data. So really the summer hiring hasn't kicked in if you think about in April, right? People are doing spring break. Really, we expect to see stronger hiring coming forward.
The Flagler County labor force is reported at 51,610 residents. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, May 21st. Yesterday, there were 2 more threatening calls targeting Flagler County schools, both targeting Buddy Taylor Middle School. One call made in the afternoon, one in the morning. The incident marks the 5th consecutive school day since last Tuesday that Buddy Taylor Middle School received a bomb or shooting threat. Since May 14th, there have been a total of 9 swatting calls targeting public and private schools in Flagler County. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. The Palm Coast City Council has a 9 a.m. business meeting at Town Hall this morning. Brittany Kershaw is the Director of Communications and Marketing.
We'll start with proclamations. First, they'll declare May 19th to 25th as Public Works Week. Following that, they will proclaim the month of May as National Water Safety Month. And during this time, we'll talk about how the Parks and Recreation Department focuses on water safety through swim lessons for all ages. And they also have Pool Safety Day coming up on Saturday, May 25th from 1 to 4 at the Palm Coast Aquatic Center. Following the proclamation, City Administration is going to present certificates to the graduates of the Leadership Intern Training Experience Team, and that is our LIGHT team. And the LIGHT team, they develop executive leadership skills through a 12-month program under the city manager's guidance. So this team of 5 has worked tirelessly over the last 12 months to help city administration with some important projects. And so they will be presented with certificates for those efforts. Following that, there will be several resolutions. The first will be from the Community Development Department on several projects that are ongoing: the Town Center Tract 8 Technical Site Plan, a Master Services Agreement for a Code Board Attorney, and a Master Services Agreement for Hearing Officer Services.
As always, the public is invited to participate during the public comments segment of the meeting. If you can't be there, watch the meeting on the city's YouTube channel. What is the history of Tag v. Bear?
Tag went from real estate to a foundation. Kathy Ostrino said Tag had been around after his YouTube debut, and so she found Rita Real Estate.
Tag and Rita have a bunch of children, the little cubs. So for our first fundraiser, we decided to have a wedding. There was a maid of honor and a best man and a wedding party, and we just turned them into life, actually.
Ostrino said the cubs come in handy when sheriff's deputies need to bring them to a child in crisis. You can listen to Lifeline on WNZF Saturday mornings at 9 or anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, why is the bear there? The mission of Tag v. Bear. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.